It's starting to get pretty hot outside here in South Carolina, and that warm weather reminds me of one of my favorite franchises of all time, the Jurassic Park franchise. So today on Cinema Sermons, we are going to rank all of the Jurassic Park films from the worst to the best. So let's go ahead and see what comes in at number 1. Yeah! What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cinema Sermons. My name is Kevin, and today we are going to rank all 6 Jurassic Park films from the worst to the best. And before I go ahead and give you the final one, we'll give it a quick sermon. If you are not a Christian and you want to skip ahead and see what the rest of the list is, feel free to do so. But I do encourage you and ask that you would stick around. You might just hear something that benefits you. Also, this should go without saying, but it does have to be said. My list is not your list, it's my list. We are not going to agree on everything, so if you have a different list, please let me know down in the comments below. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and let's go ahead and jump into today's ranking. Coming in last place for me is going to be Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I just didn't like this movie. From watching all the dinosaurs die in the first act of the movie to the last act having this house setting that just didn't feel like Jurassic Park, and then they take the concept from the first movie, make a new monster, but this time it's more Velociraptor than it is T-Rex, so it's different than the last movie. I just didn't like it, man. It didn't do it for me, and that's why it comes in at the bottom of this list. Number 5 is going to be Jurassic Park 3. While this movie does have some cool sequences, particularly the sequence with the Pterodon and the Spinosaurus in the river, the characters are the most insufferable in the franchise. They're very annoying, and you have the T-Rex get killed by the Spinosaurus early on in the movie. Everyone was there to see the T-Rex, so perhaps I'm still a little bit biased by that, but that's what go ahead and brings Jurassic Park 3 at number 5 for me. It just doesn't have the same appeal and the same love and nostalgia that the other ones do, so it does come in second to last at number 5. Number 4! Number 4 is going to be the new kid on the block, Jurassic World Dominion. Now, I know a lot of people had a lot of problems with this movie. This was actually at the bottom of a lot of lists that I saw. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Now, there were a lot of things that made it feel like it wasn't a Jurassic Park film. It almost tried to mix Jurassic Park and Mission Impossible, but it was a good time. And this series, this franchise is very nostalgic for me. So to see all of the old characters with the new characters from Jurassic World, all of them together, I just thought that was special. I loved seeing those characters on screen again, and I loved seeing them together. I thought the end boss fight was really cool. T-Rex reigned supreme, man. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. It was a fun time at the movies. I really enjoyed it. So number 4, Jurassic World Dominion.
Don't move.
Before I give you the top 3, I did want to take a quick break and give a quick sermon. So in the Jurassic Park movies, we see that the people, the scientists, they try to take things in their own hands, and they try to create life, and they try to bring these dinosaurs back, and it all goes amok. And I think that's a good allegory about how when we try to take our life into our own hands and without just trusting God's plan, things definitely go wrong. We see that in the story of Abraham in the book of Genesis. As well as Ian Malcolm has a great line in this movie where he says,
Yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could that they didn't stop to think if they should.
and I think that's great. In his epistles, the Apostle Paul says that all things are permissible for you, but not all things are good for you. And I just think that's a really good question that we should ask ourselves more. I know my life would be in a much better spot if I started asking, should I do this instead of can I do this? And I think that's just a wise way to approach things, and I think that's just a good thing to live by. So that would be my encouragement for today. Don't be so concerned on whether or not you can do something. Be more concerned on whether or not you should do something. All right, now that the sermon's out of our way, let's get to the top 3. Coming in at number 3 for me is going to be The Lost World Jurassic Park. I remember when I was a kid, my dad took me and my brother to like 3 different movie theaters trying to find one that had an open showing for this movie, and we couldn't find one. This movie was huge when it came out. My brother and I, we grew up watching this over and over again, and even though the story is kind of all over the place, it still holds just such a nostalgic spot in my heart. Even at the end when the T-Rex is ripping through San Diego, again, it doesn't feel like a Jurassic Park movie. The very first and second act absolutely do. And it's got some amazing scenes. The scenes with the 2 T-Rexes and they're knocking the RV off the cliff, or when the raptors are going through the tall grass. I still don't go through tall grass. Don't go into the long grass! I'm like, there's Velociraptors in there, man. I'm not doing that. This movie holds a lot of nostalgia for me. I love this movie, so that's why it comes in at number 3. Number 2 is pretty much just a remake of number 1, and number 2 is going to be Jurassic World. I love the concept that we actually get to see the park open. It's the original idea for Jurassic Park realized. And people are there, they're enjoying it. And the people who run the park, they just see it as a business. They don't even really see them as animals. That's like why they're like, we have to create something scarier, bigger, more teeth. Without realizing, like, you're looking at dinosaurs. That's never not gonna get cool. It was just cool to see that vision of Jurassic Park realized, and then the dinosaurs get out with a full park. I thought that was cool. I really enjoyed the new characters of Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. I thought that was a good introduction. There's a few stupid decisions made in the movie, but overall, man, the movie was cool. The Indominus Rex is a good villain, but as I keep saying, T-Rex reigns supreme, baby. So yeah, coming in at number 2 is Jurassic World. And coming in at number 1, I'm sure is a shock to absolutely nobody, the original Jurassic Park. This is one of my favorite movies. It's absolutely on my top 30 list. This is one of the best movies ever made. It's got an amazing score by John Williams, just so many iconic scenes. I haven't been back to Universal since they changed it to the Jurassic World part, but I don't want to because I want to be in Jurassic Park. Just the colors are different, the whole theme is different. That original nostalgic feel that Jurassic Park brings is fantastic. It's based on a wonderful book, which I was able to actually read. I was able to do a book report on it in high school just because I asked my teacher. That was cool. But it's based on a wonderful novel, amazing creator, Steven Spielberg at his best, making a wonderful movie. Like I said, there are so many iconic scenes. I can't wait to do a full in-depth review of Jurassic Park. I'm so excited to talk about it, man. So without a doubt, and I'm probably gonna go watch it right now. I'm getting all excited talking about this movie. So coming in at number 1 for me is Jurassic Park. So my friends, that is my list. Please let me know down below in the comments, what are your favorite Jurassic Park movies? Rank all 6 films, let me know. Let's have a dialogue in the comments. I'm really excited to see what's your favorite scene from Jurassic Park. Were you scared of Jurassic Park? And do you want them to make more movies, or do you think it's kind of run its course? Let me know what you guys think. And remember, I love you, Jesus loves you. That's our story and we're sticking to it. See you guys.